Hey everyone, how's it going? I'm Sadiq, and today I got these Joycons from my friend where he's got the drift problem on the joysticks. Let me show you what it does. So if you see on now it's not doing it. Yeah, there you go. See, it starts wandering around occasionally, like you shouldn't be doing that. And this one, the right one, does almost the same thing as well. It's not as bad, but occasionally it will do it. Let me see if I can get it to do it on camera. Yeah, you saw that way it was wandering around. This one's not as bad, but it does do it. Yeah, now it's not going to do it in front of camera. Okay, in any case, it's giving me this Gulikit Hall sensing sticks. These are meant to be much better replacements than the originals because they don't have the problem of drift after a while. And let's open it up and see what's inside. Comes with the tools you'd need. So it's got some, what are these? These are plastic tweezers and the two screwdriver bits you're going to need, which is a tri-wing and a cross. And they got some thumb grips. You might want to use these. I won't be putting those on. And it comes with a full set of replacement screws, which I shouldn't need either, but they're handy for spares. And these are the Gulikit Hall sensing stick replacements. They look the same, but internally they have some upgrades. These are the surrounds that go around the inside of the sticks. These ones look good, so I don't think I will be needing those. Okay, so let's begin. So I'll be starting with the left Joy-Con. What you need to open the Joy-Con is the tri-wing screws. There's 4 of them. Just make sure you're using the tri-wing. The kit should have ideally come with some kind of plastic trim removal tool. So you just be getting into the gaps, let it open up. And when you're opening it, there's ribbons on this side, so you want to open it like a book. There you go. Next, you need to remove the battery. So if you look here, there's a opening there, so you can slip in your tool to remove the battery, and the battery is plugged in. Should we just pull it up, and there you go, that's the battery out. And then you got crosshead screws you need to remove. That's one here, and this one, and this one. And now you should be able to lift this part out. And there is a ribbon cable there connecting that. So, but we don't actually need to remove this, but we will need to remove this cable. You see here, this one, because that cable is going to be in the way, and there's a little latch there. And that comes out of the way. And there's this latch. This one is the connector for the actual joystick, so we need to lift this one as well. We could take it out when we take out the actual joystick. So these two screws, and now we can remove this. And that's it, we've taken it out. And it's as simple as just putting this one back in there, keeping in mind that you want to put this, connect the cable back in. This is the fiddly part. It's not difficult, but it's very fiddly. Take your time, and you can use the tweezers make sure it's in all the way. That's all the way, and we can flip it down now and get this cable out the way and push this through the hole. Put the screws back in. Don't over tighten it, you don't want to crack the plastic. And that's that part done. And now we also need to replace this cable back in there. Make sure it's in all the way, and then push the lever back, latch. So that part is done as well. And here you need to bring this around. Make sure everything else is in its place still. And we can slip it back in like that. So there's three crosshead screws. That's it. And then the battery needs to go in as well. I like to place it down next to the hole and then we push it down with the tweezers. And it does click into place. And it can just slip back into its place, just like that. And since we didn't remove any other cables, we can just close them up. It will snap into place. And now back to the tri-wing. Put the 4 screws back in. That's the left Joycon done. Now let's go on to the right Joycon. On the right Joycon is pretty much the same. There's a few extra bits and the placements of the cables are slightly different. So again, we need a tri-wing. And same, I'm going to get a tool into the gaps to take it apart. And again, there's ribbon cables on this side. So we want to open it like a book from the side without the ribbons. And here you will see there's just one extra piece. So this is I believe this is the antenna that has to come out of the way. And other than that, it's pretty much the same. Again, get your tool in there to take the battery out. This one is stuck in a little bit more tightly. I think the tape used is much stronger. Yeah, it was just a tape. That felt scary. But again, it's the same, taking out the battery. And the placements of the crosshead screws are different. So there's one here, and one here. Take these out. Now we can lift this part out. It's a little bit more tricky because the cable for the trigger button is a lot shorter, but we can still do it without removing everything. So we only need to remove this ribbon for the joystick. And we've got 2 screws holding it down. You can see it all. And we can just simply pull it out again. There you go. And it's the same thing in reverse. So we want to get this cable into that slot. I don't know if you can see it. This is by far the fiddliest part of the install. is getting that ribbon cable into the connector. Once it's lined up, should be able to use tweezers to push it in. You want to make sure it's in all the way. That's in. And then we put the lever down. Push the stick through the hole again. And get its screws, put those back in. That's in. And now we just put it back together. So it's just basically everything else in reverse. Put this back in. You got 3 screws. That's in there. And then we got the battery to replace. This one's a little bit fiddlier than the left Joycon because there is extra cables in there that get in the way, but it's pretty much the same thing. Just line it up and it will click into place. It is a lot fiddlier than the other one, but not impossible. Put the battery back in there, and this cable, you need to guide it back through the gaps that it was in before. So it was along this channel, and slips into there. Simple as that. And that's it. We can close it back up. Get a tri-wing screwdriver again. 4 screws. And that's the second one in. So let's test them out. So the control sticks, see this one is not centered because when we new installation, you should calibrate it. So to calibrate it, we're going to hold it there and release. Just go through the calibration procedure. Now it's going to mark the center point. So now you see Should be bang on all the time. And let's do the other side. Again, you see it's off center, but that's because it's new. So to calibrate it, press the X. Now it's going to mark the center, and it should be bang on now. Yeah, so that was nice and easy to do. So yeah, if you like the video, give it a like. If you want to see more like this, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching.